In this exercise, I'm going to show you how to work on getting your horse more responsive to your seat and your legs, to get him more forward, something that we're always working on getting better and better as we ride our horses. But it's the willingness to go, but it's also mentally, besides physically, the willingness to go and to know that when they go that they will get a reward. So what I'm going to do is repeat a series of transitions, forward transitions, until Tucker better understands what I'm asking. I'm going to start from the halt to the walk, and then I'm going to go from the walk to the trot. You can go on from the trot to the lope, and then from there, from the walk to the lope. You can do from the halt to the trot, and eventually from the halt to the lope. And you can introduce some backing up in there. The real key to this exercise is that you pay real attention to your horse. You become more aware and more feeling of him as you go. And you're looking for the little tries like in everything, but you want it to be an honest try. And Tucker, he tends to be more relaxed and more easygoing. And if he thinks I don't want much, he's more willing to offer just that. So you want to feel like your horse, when he goes, even though it's a little bit of a try, it's a real willing try. And you will learn to feel that through this exercise. So have some fun with that. I have a crop here, and you can use spurs. You can use the tail end of your rope or a macate or just a big kick. Anything to help get him to respond to a nice leg suggestion if he doesn't respond off your seat. And I will work for my seat first, and then I'll use my leg lightly, and then I'll come in and remind him that he needs to respond to my leg if he doesn't. It's important is that your horse does respond to your leg and he doesn't feel like he's in trouble when you use it. The leg is something he needs to learn to move off of. It just should be very light, and then you shouldn't need it anymore once he gets to go. So what I'm going to do is walk in a circle. And it's important that you focus more on the go and not on turning. So if you have a really long trail or something you're riding on, or a big field, then you can just go straight. That works really well. If your horse is far enough along, you can do these transitions with a soft feel. If he's greener, then you'll want to do them with loose rein, so that you're really just focusing on go. And that makes it easy for both you and your horse. And through the repetitions, he will better learn what I'm asking for. So I'm going to go start at halt, and I'm going to ask, and I can feel him sort of shift a little bit. So I'm going to appreciate that. And now I'm going to think about going, and then I had to use my leg a little bit, but he responded nicely off that leg. And he's looking to get a really good reward, so he's just going until he thinks maybe that's enough. So I'm really going to appreciate that. One really important thing, as in everything that we teach, is that you have an intention, that you have an idea of how you want your horse to walk off before he goes, and that you're thinking about that and not something else. So there's my seat, and there's my leg, and then he goes. So I'm going to come back down, and you get to work on your down transitions in this exercise too. There's my seat. So I got a nice response to go, but he tried, and there was a little try, and he began to go, but I want something a little bit crisper. So when I ask for a little more, I'm getting a trot, and that's quite all right. I'm going to keep working on this until I get a nice transition from the halt to the walk. And I'm looking for his preparation, for him to be prepared too. So I could feel that. I could really feel him getting ready to go there. I didn't feel a hesitation. I felt he was more prepared. So those are the things I'm looking for, and those are the things I want to hone in on that I can repeat over time. So that was a nice transition. So now I'm going to go from walk to trot. And I'm going to offer my seat, no change, and then there's my leg. And an important thing in this exercise is that the timing of when you ask with your seat to when you support with your leg, and if he doesn't respond to your leg, to when you support with your something more, your whip or a bigger leg, so that he understands what you're asking. And there again, if there's a try, that was nice. In fact, Tucker's getting to be quite forward through this. So when there's a try, I want a reward for it. So now I'm thinking about my seat. Oh, no, there was my leg, and it was just ever so slight loose use of the leg. Ah, that was nice. That was off my seat. Good. Okay, now I'm going to ask again. I want to get a nice walk here before I begin. And I'm going to ask with my seat. Then there's a little bit of leg. So I didn't get a response right from my seat that time. And I want to repeat this so I'm certain he knows and is thinking about being ready to go. That's part of it, isn't it? Is your horse thinking about being ready to go? Or is he thinking about something else? Ah, that was nice. That was really nice. I'm going to do that again. Now I'm thinking about it. Whoop. He started to go, and then he kind of hesitated. So when he hesitated, I let him know that yes, I definitely wanted him to trot off. And I don't want to get in the way of a try. If I think he's going to make it on his own, as Tom Dorrance says, then let him make it. You don't want to help him do everything. You want him to find it on your own. And if I'm going to ask for a little bit, ask with a little bit of my leg there. If I keep nudging him on when he's thinking about when he's going to make it anyways, that's another way that I can ruin his try. Good. Ah, that was nice. That was nice. So this is something that I use at the beginning of a ride if I'm working on leg yields or exercises or lateral movements or things that where he gets a little bit non-responsive and loses his forward thinking and going. I'll come back to this exercise throughout my ride. Have some fun with this. Thanks.